possessive pronouns, like pronoun possessif. And to make this a little bit easier, we have Ace, who's making appearances today. He's been very grumpy in his old age, and today he's being a little baby and wants to be with me, so we're going to let him be in all the videos today. I think he wants to be remembered. So to make this a little bit easier, especially if you're having to do this at home and not in class, I'm going to do a lot in English so that you kind of get the idea. So let me show you first what we're even doing to begin with in English. This is the equivalent of replacing a noun like we've done a ton of times with other stuff where we said, why keep saying the same thing over when we could repeat it? Instead of repeating it, we could say something else. So in English, this is the same as saying things like mine, yours, theirs. In English, we might say, is this your pen? Yes, it's mine. Instead of saying, yes, it's my pen, and replacing pen. In French, we know how to say, is this your pen? Yes, it's my pen. C'est ton stylo? Oui, c'est mon stylo. Now we're going to get rid of stylo completely and say, yes, it's mine. C'est le mien. Okay? So, voici des exemples. Voici ma voiture. C'est la mienne. Here's my car. It's mine. We've said the same thing. Obviously, we can't just say suddenly, it's mine out of the blue. This would be after we've already been talking about the car instead of saying, this is my car, I like my car, the car is red, blah, blah, blah. Or somebody asks you, is this your car? Yes, it's mine. Just a way not to repeat. And we'll look at the form and how we got this in a bit. Voici ta voiture, c'est la tienne. Voici la voiture de Sarah. C'est sa voiture, c'est la sienne. So here we have ways that we can do possession and we use the word. The second way is the way to use possession and not repeat ourselves. Voici notre voiture, c'est la nôtre. Notice that this notre has an accent. It's not pronounced differently, but this makes the difference. Same thing with votre. C'est votre voiture, c'est la vôtre. Voici la voiture de Claire et Paul. C'est leur voiture, c'est la leur. Okay? And we've got all of those. So let's look at how we got to these forms. So each possessive you see needs a le, la, or lay. So what are these le, la's, and lays here based on? The object. Voiture is feminine, so I put la in all of these. If instead I have said voici mon voiture, voici mon vélo, voici ton vélo for all of these, there would have been a le right here instead of la. And its ending needs to agree in gender and number with the noun it replaces. So all of these words are feminine, mien, tien, sien, because voiture is feminine. So it doesn't matter who owns it. These are all feminine because of the object. We decided between mien, tien, sien based on who owned it. We decided on the form of mien, tien, sien based on the object being masculine, feminine, and plural. So here's all the forms. Le mien, la mienne, les miens, les miennes. So we've got masculine, plural, feminine, plural. Same idea for the next two. Le tien, la tienne, les tiens, les tiennes. Le sien, la sienne, les siens, les siennes. So if you're focusing on pronunciation, the feminine ones you're pronouncing the N, the masculine ones you're not. They're the nasal sound, le sien versus la sienne. Le nôtre, la nôtre, les nôtres, les nôtres. So notice for all the plural ones down here, we don't have to worry about, there's only one form. There's not a masculine, feminine. You're going to get that from the le or the la. But notre never changes except to make it plural. Le vôtre, la vôtre, les vôtres, les vôtres. Same thing there, and same thing down here. Le leur, la leur, les leur, les leur. The one that I think the people have the most problem on is this last one with leur, how to know if it has an S or not. So we're going to look at some examples of those, right? Est-ce que c'est le stylo de Paul? Oui, c'est le sien. Is it Paul's pen? Yes, it's his. So out of all of these, we chose one of the forms here of sien because it's his, it belongs to one person. We chose to make sien masculine, not because Paul's a guy, but because pen is masculine. Est-ce que ce sont les valises de Luc? Oui, ce sont les siennes. Are these Luke's suitcases? Yes, they're his. So again, we chose sien again because it's Luke, it's one person. We chose to make sien feminine this time and plural because suitcases are feminine and plural. Est-ce que c'est la maison de Lucie et Georges? Oui, c'est la leur. is this Lucy and George's house? So Lucy and George are two people. So we know that it's theirs. So we have to pick one of the leur forms. It's because it's two people. Which leur do we pick? Well, it's only one house. So the two of them have one house together, and house is feminine. So it's la leur. Say la leur. Est-ce que ce sont les vélos de Lucy et Georges? Oui, ce sont les leurs. Look at the difference in this one. We have two people again, so it's theirs. So our choices is one of the leur forms, but now it's two bikes. The two of them, they share bikes. They have multiple bikes together. So we had to pick plural form, les leurs. Voila. And Ace wants to say goodbye. Say goodbye, Ace.